With Donald Trump back in the Oval Office for a second term, India's trade and economy face serious challenges. Trump's aggressive rhetoric towards India feels more like bullying than the behavior of a strategic ally or friend. He wants to make India an American trading colony. Indian Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman previously defended India's tariff structure, emphasizing its importance in protecting Indian businesses. However, with Trump's looming April 2nd, 2025 deadline for tariff changes, the Indian government appears to be conceding under pressure to fix bad optics. Is protecting Indian companies really bad optics? In response to Trump's pressure, Prime Minister Modi's government hurriedly sent Minister of Industry and Supply Piyush Goyal to Washington to negotiate tariffs. Following these talks, Trump claimed victory, boasting about exposing India. While India's government has remained largely silent, Trump continues to undermine and disrespect India, the so-called Vishwaguru Bharat. Why aren't we standing up to this behavior? Countries like Canada and Mexico have shown courage by confronting Trump's aggressive tactics. As a result, Trump softened tariffs on several goods from these nations. India must take note and adopt a firmer stance. Trump is pushing India to lower tariffs on automobile sector, potentially allowing American car and bike manufacturers easier entry into the Indian market. This shift would see billions of dollars flow from India to US, jeopardizing Indian companies' market share. Adding to this concern, Elon Musk's Tesla is said to enter India, threatening established players like Tata Motors and Mahindra. Meanwhile, the Indian government is welcoming Musk's Starlink services, raising concern from Reliance Jio and Airtel about fair competition. Instead of bowing to pressure, Indian consumers can take control by supporting Indian or alternative foreign brands. Tata, Mahindra, Suzuki, Honda, Toyota, Hyundai, and Volkswagen offer solid alternatives in the automobile sector. Consumers can also choose Samsung as a substitute for Apple's phone, reducing dependence on platforms like Amazon and Flipkart, where Walmart owns a 77% stake, could further boost Indian businesses. Vocal for local for the win. If American businesses start losing revenue in India, Trump may be forced to reconsider his bullying tactics. Other nations are pushing back. Europeans are rejecting Tesla. Canadian province Ontario has cancelled its Starlink deal, and American liquor is disappearing from shelves in certain markets. India should take inspiration from these actions instead of giving in to Trump's my way or the highway attitude. The pressure isn't limited to trade. Trump is also pushing India to purchase expensive American defense equipment, including the extremely costly fifth generation F-35 fighter jets. India must be cautious here. Relying on the US for national security is a mistake that Ukraine knows all too well. America's decision to cut military support to Ukraine during its crisis exposed the risks of depending on the US for defense. India has already experienced setbacks due to obstacle imposed by the US in procuring GE jet engines for the Tejas fighter jet program. Such reliance has severely impacted the Indian Air Force's progress. Trump's aggressive tariff strategy was designed to intimidate India, and unfortunately, it seems to be working. While India proudly asserts its national pride in confrontations with smaller nations like Pakistan and Bangladesh, it appears hesitant to stand up to global superpowers. The dream of India becoming a Vishwaguru, a global leader, risks becoming mere propaganda unless India demonstrates the courage to defend its interests on the world stage. The Indian government must realize that under Trump, the US is not acting like a true friend or ally. Submitting to these pressures will only invite more exploitation, whether from Trump, China, or Europe, India must stand firm, defend its sovereignty, and refuse to be bullied by Trump's tactics.